How do I explain the federal appeals process to clients and their families? So I spend a lot of time talking to families of loved ones inside the walls of the prison, and I spend a lot of time talking to inmates who are also inside the walls of the prison. When it comes to the federal inmates, they only get 15 minutes of time to talk. Calls are timed and they're heavily monitored by the Federal Bureau of Prisons. But when I talk to loved ones, I spend a lot of time explaining to them what their loved one was accused of, what they were sentenced to, and how we can try to get their case back inside the walls of the prison. I try to explain to the loved ones that the inmates, the people who are in federal prison, should not write their own motions because they don't know all the particulars about the law. They don't know all the particulars about how to present it. It is true that they know their case better than anyone because they're living it every day. And it is true that the loved ones are doing the time with them because they have to sit and wait for their loved one to call from prison. They have to travel across the town, or they have to travel across the country sometimes to talk to their loved ones. But even still, the federal inmates should not write their own motions. So I explain that process to them. I also explain to them that this process could take a while. Sometimes it could take anywhere between like 9 months, 12 months, or even 15 months, or even as much as 2 years for the court to rule on their case. I also just try to explain to them what we're trying to do and what the results could be and what could happen after we win and what could happen after we lose.